Checking in, not staying, just headed out to pick up my wife.
Hello there, Ray here. Welcome to our live stream. Today is our Saturday live stream. Friday, we worked on looking at the rarest armor types with the armor trims. We got the math updated on the document. Looks great. So today, we're going to actually be going in depth on each of the different armor trims and their rarities, kind of explain probably from least rarest to rarest where they fall in there. THK coming in with 100 biddies, getting us going on our cheer goal in the top left hand corner. It says, checking in, not staying, just head out to pick up my wife. Have a good one there, THK. Appreciate the biddies. Welcome in, everyone. Ocelot's also here. Also got Nicola in the chat. How good is it? Woodwarden. Angry Bird's back. Threw my socials in the chat if you guys haven't checked those out. Click them all, join them all. How's everybody doing this lovely Saturday? Hopefully everyone's weekend's going well. Let me turn on the controller. I think we'll be using my controller today. We'll be probably looking at individual structures throughout the game. We'll see. Alright, let's get started. Or I get too tired. You know, last stream, I wanted to start recording, never got around to it. For this stream, try recording right away. Send out those announcements. Let everybody know that we are streaming. Okay, post this on my community tab on YouTube, as well as Twitter. Let's start. We have our spreadsheet here. It tells us the rarest from the least rare armor trims. Down here at the bottom we have, these are like the most common ones. Actually the most common one is the netherite one. But it's probably good to get that one out of the way because it's also a unique one. And then the other unique one that's kind of in the game is the Stronghold Eye one. Because that one, there's only so many strongholds in the game. So on a multiplayer server, you could say that one's the rarest. Edward says, I don't know why Optifine makes coordinates somewhat leggy compared to Java. Shouldn't, unless it has like more placeholders or something. Amber says it's doing pretty awesome. Great to hear. Hey, Platypus. This is quite complex. Thing is, it's like at first glance you might think one type of trim is rarer than others. But if you start figuring out every little thing, it starts to make sense why some are more rare than others. Okay, so let's talk about the eye one first. We start new world. Sure, might as well start new world. Hey, Powie. Nicola says we got it on a server all. The hardest was the Vex for them. Vex, according to our calculations, Vex would be typically the third hardest. Oh, we actually spawned in a mangrove swamp. Huh, okay. Get this up. Okay, looks fine. Music. Okay, looks fine too. The first one we're looking at was, oh, we need to go to the Nether. Once I come through, plant popped off. Wait, how did that plant pop off? Structures. What did we say we're looking for? Netherite one? Okay, so we're looking for a bastion. I wonder if it, because it replaced, maybe the plant was actually right there and replaced it? That is kind of strange. It means the population occurred before the portal was generated, which I guess does make sense. Actually, I'm not sure if a portal can actually I'm not sure if a portal can actually be placed like this. I think if you watch one of my earliest videos where I show how you can bedrock break with nether portals, which is still in the game today, I think one way you could stop the portal from generating was placing down fire in the nether. But then again, maybe fire is different than plants, because this plant might be similar to like a grass plant, and probably very possible in the overworld that it can replace grass plants. Okay. Getting a little sidetracked. That's how you can usually discover new things. Oh, smucked my mic. Okay. Yeah, normally find new things. What? Angry Bird has redeemed a big boom. Holy muggers. We get some hype in the chat for Angry Bird. $100,000 40 points redeemed. We get big boom. That's insane. I didn't even hear that in the chat. Does that make a special noise when people redeem those? Angry Bird, make sure to message me on Discord exactly what you want to do for your big boom. Anything related to explosions. It can be in a survival world or testing world. Come up with something cool. We could do it live on stream. It says, alright, the suspense has killed me since yesterday's stream. It's boom time. Oh, that's crazy. 100,000. The most expensive thing that I have for Gordy points. That's crazy. Well done. Have to come up with something quite cool. Do it. So the ad came up right as I redeemed it. Okay, hopefully you heard what I said. Thanks for following, Kent. Yeah, you get it personalized, however type of explosion you want to do. That's kind of the benefit of paying 100,000 40 points. Cool. So, I think I already have, oh, there's something, skeleton spawned inside there. I already have, I think I already have footage of me going to all the different bastions and stuff. But let's record, figure out what exactly we're going to record. The first one we want to talk about is the netherite upgrade. Airbird says that, yeah, we'll have to come up with something. Yeah. There's actually a few people who redeem it, but they've yet to tell me what they want to do. So, as soon as you get it, you're probably first place for us to do it. So when you talk about the netherite upgrade, I'll probably, since I already recorded talking about each of these, I already went to like the actual places and kind of showed them in a video, or I recorded it. It'll be in an upcoming video. So I really just want to do kind of the transition between things. This will also be at the beginning of the video. So we'll say something like, we can do the intro of the video. Intro of the video probably saying, we're going to look at each of the templates from the rarest to, or the easiest, the hardest ones to get. The easiest to the rarest ones. Okay, push record button. Record this. Hey, not found. We'll take a look at each of the armor trims. Let's take a look at each of the armor trims from the common. Let's take a look at each of the armor trims from the easiest to the rarest one to get. Let's take a look at each of the armor trims from the easiest to the rarest. Out of all of them, actually that's not quite right. Oh, Unlimited Coder coming in with Badge of Honor. Congratulations on redeeming that. What does that one say? What does Badge of Honor say? Hey Ghost Knight, we're recording a video about how rare each of the templates are. I said armor trims, and I think I mean to say smithing templates. Oh yeah, let me write a message. What we're doing today. Recording a video about how rare each of the smithing templates are. Anything else I need to say? Thanks for following GB, as well as Rydal. Welcome, guys. Hey, Maybe Gamer. Where's the guy? Interesting deal. I'll let you know later. Yeah, and message me in Discord so I can find it later. Thanks to Drink Up. Ghost Knight. Okay, so what is Badge of Honor? Somebody click on that, let me know. Hey, Minecraft boy, welcome in. First time introductions. Wait, I can join. You can join my testing server, but I'm not currently on there. I mean, I could join the testing server. Okay, let me pin this. I don't even know what's going on. It shouldn't matter if I'm recording on the testing server or not. Because I think the audio wouldn't be messed up. Oh, I have to restart. Ooh. Unlimited Coder says, get a special role on the Discord server. Okay. We have that special role, Dev? Hey, Mammy. Can you message me Unlimited on Discord so I know what your username is? Then we'll get you that role. Or you can ask one of my moderators to give you the role. We'll hop onto the testing server if you guys want to join in. Work this time. Oh yeah, it works. Okay. Oh yeah, last time around here we were playing around with the wither. The Wither, I don't know if the Wither ever escaped from here. He got pushed. One, two, three, four. Okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna leave it in there. See if anything happens. Okay, let's go to our bastion. This world is probably too old for there to actually be loot in there. But oh, actually, no one probably opened these chests, so it probably what the. There might be a chance. Oh, I didn't know they had iron swords inside these things. That was only gold ones. Anyways, we're not really here to loot it. We're just here to look at it as we record. What's so messed up with these? I feel like something's cutting into it. This is like a horrible bastion. There's like stuff that's isolated. Whole thing's buried. Oh, except for this side. Well, this is still buried on the side. Was that floating lava? No. This must be the house one. I think the lantern one's the house one, right? Okay. Ping your Discord. Okay, thank you. Let's record this. The rarest armor trim is not what you think it is. After doing a bunch of math, we were able to calculate what is actually the rarest armor trim. After doing a bunch of math on a 10 billion square area, 10 billion square area place, 10 billion square area in Minecraft, we figured out what is the true rarest armor trim. We calculated what is actually the true rarest armor trim. starting with the easiest one to get and working our way up to the rarest. Let's see how each of them fall. Let's see how each of them fall into this. Let's see how each of them fall into this category. The easiest smithing template to get is actually the netherite upgrade. What makes it the easiest one to get is because it's part of, is because it can be found in it, is because it's found in bastions. And because bastions can generate anywhere throughout the nether dimension. There is just a ton of these structures throughout the whole. There is just a ton of these structures throughout the whole dimension. And despite only the bastion, and despite the chest that I want to say something about how the Bastion treasure chest gives a 100% chance of finding one of them, where other ones only give 10% chance. Let me catch up with the Twitch chat. How do you do stuff? Make sure to read what it says when join. Hey Rick, how goes it? Sand says, I know this one. The wild one, right? It's not the wild. The wild one's the fourth rarest one. Well, the fourth of... Probably fifth if you include the I one. Single player is a little bit different because in single player you're not competing with other people for the stronghold ones. Okay, let's continue recording. Actually, I was gonna check my audio, but my audio was bad. You guys would have told me. Right. You guys would have told me if my audio was bad. each bastion averages around 8 chests. Doesn't matter. So arriving at any given one. So arriving at any given structure. So arriving at any given structure, you have a you have about 100% chance of finding one. You have almost 100% chance of finding one. And you have almost 100% chance of finding one just by going to one structure. Where on average you'd only have to walk. Where you only have to. And to find it, you'd. And to find it, you'd. And to find it, you'd only have to walk approximately. And to find it, you'd only have to walk And to find it, you'd only have to walk approximately 413 meters. I didn't want to say blocks there because I think this was calculated by using straight lines. Because if you look at the math here, it's divided by pi. Why do you call yourself Ray's Works? Covered that in my 200,000 subscriber special video on YouTube. Check it out. Answers a lot of common questions. Welcome in, Mustard. Thanks everybody who's been hitting the follow button. Easy way to get access to all those lovely emotes. And also join by getting some points. So I'm trying to make the video kind of like a more entertaining video. So I'm actually going to record all the audio ahead of time, and then we'll come in and we will add in the images. Because that's kind of like those videos you watch on YouTube that are really put together, right? There'll be some person talking, most likely the person's even reading off a script. I don't like writing a script because it's a lot of work to type it all out, and then I'd have to edit it. I think it's just easier to keep tempting to say it the way I wanted to say it. Okay, so we talked about that one. So actually the next rarest one is kind of fitting, but the next rarest one is the snout one, which you have to walk 415 meters to get. That's how we're judging the rareness. How far you, on average, how far you'd have to walk in order to get one template. I think that's like the best way to judge how rare it is. Because once you do get one template, then you can just always craft more. Yeah, that's all answered in the video there, Mammy. Maybe I should mention the video. Maybe I should mention that in this recording. how far you have to walk to get one template is a way we're measuring how rare these are. As this takes into account how rare the structures are, and how rare the templates are within them. And when it comes to like recording videos, usually you just have to record something, and then once you listen to it, then you realize how you can improve upon it. At least that's the way I am. Like, if I wrote out a script of everything I'm supposed to say, I would still have to come back and probably re-record parts of it. Rick says, why are the Badge of Honor out of stock? Are they really out of stock? They shouldn't be. I think no one has made the actual, what does they call it? The roll. I don't think anybody made the roll yet. I keep asking my mods to make the roll, but I don't think anyone has. Is there a role on Discord that's called Badge of Honor? Shouldn't be out of stock. Oh! I know why it's probably out of stock. It's because when it comes to the more expensive things, I think Twitch makes it so that there can only be one per stream or something. But I could change that. Is that what you're seeing? Does it say that you can't purchase it? Let me know if that's it. Okay, let's look at the next one, which is the snout banner. It wouldn't be the second rarest, it'd be the second. Did I say the next hardest one to get? The out of stock, check back later. Yeah, it might be like once every 30 minutes or once every hour or once every stream. They put those in by default, but I could turn them off. The second easiest one, the next hardest one. Maybe I'll say the next hardest one. Putting it in, it is pretty easy, so maybe we should say this. The second to easiest one is the snout. The second to easiest one to get is the snout. The second to easiest one is the snout template. It's also common because it's from bastions, which are just It's also common. It's common because there's just so many bastions. and going to any of them, you have about a 70% chance of finding one. Meaning you would have to walk approximately 415 meters. I did forget to mention the other thing, which is you can craft them. So that's the second part. That's why we're measuring it by one template and not more. Mammy has redeemed quiet time for Ray. We'll do that just in a little bit. Let me record this next bit and then maybe I'll add that roll for quiet time. Since once you get a single template, you can use it. You can make more copies of it just by adding diamonds and the unique block which it takes. Okay, we'll do the quiet time. Here, I'll spectate Rick. We're gonna do 2 minutes of quiet time. Wow, is this like a void house or something? Why is it? Oh, those are shulker boxes. Dang. Okay, stopwatch started now. 2 minutes of quiet. Okay, 2 minutes is up. I gave your role there. I did add the role to Discord and gave it to you. We'll see. It looks like. Oh, I see. You have a Twitch sub role. Right? Yeah. The Twitch sub role is going to show above it. Okay, so we did 2 minutes of quiet time. We redeemed that. Thanks for purchasing that, Mammy. Let me take a break. The voice. Did you just build this like at the top of the world and then you wanted to finish it? Oh, I see. It's like a what do they call it? Staircase to heaven. Dude. Oh, so it's only when you're a spectator that. Weird. How to decorate? Oh, okay. Back to spawn. Oh, that's cool. Like this, all this is above Nether, above the world. You can walk through these. Wait. How does it know when you click it? Is that like a event thing? Like detect when you're right clicking? Is that using the new button is an interaction. Oh, okay. It's not actually a button here. They're just using interaction. Oh. Oh! Oh, wow. Yeah, you have quite a few here. Oh, I didn't even notice. Did they change the texture of this? Or does they just look weird on... They just look weird when you... Not a sign. Oh, it's 2 blocks display. Okay. You see there's like a whole bunch here. Like you can see there's 6 different entities here. Wait, what did you do? Kill? Why did you kill him? You have a way of fixing it? What the heck? What? Wait. Is this like a command, what do they call this? Command in a block or something? That's crazy. Hey Pickles. Compact command block. Made a Python code for it. What? That's insane. I think I'll check out this Stairway to Heaven. Back when I was little, playing with Legos, I made a staircase to heaven with Legos. We like pretty much took all our Legos and we just kept making like little staircases for like the little figurine, Lego figurines. And I think we made it like pretty much as tall as we could reach. It was just self-supported and it was just a bunch of staircases. And then we would make, we make stories up about how people would have to climb the whole thing. And then how they would have to like take naps and stuff along the path. And how different things would occur to them along the journey of climbing up the stairs. It could take up days and days. I guess that's kind of why I enjoy Minecraft, because it reminds me a lot like Legos. Skip stairs? What? You just have a button to skip the whole thing. Oop. That's pretty good. Okay. Go back to looking at what the next rarest one is. The next rarest one is... I think it's this one, right? It'd be all the trail runes. Let's see if we can find one. Kate. Okay. I was surprised they left these air gaps in. Thought they were a mistake, but because there's like floating gravel above them. Ugh. For the next rarest one, you would have to travel out an average of 560 meters. And that is to find the trail rune structures. Despite them being 7 times less common. Despite the structure being 7 times less common than the Bastion. And also having the same and also having the same loot table chance as the Snout. Despite it having the same loot table as the Snout. Despite it having the same loot table chance as Snout. Which is where you find 4 unique templates. Wayfinder, Sharper, Host, and Riser. The structures themselves are 7 times more rare There is 7 times less structures. There is 7 times less trail runes than bastions. But trail runes have way more loot. But trail runes have way more gravel that provide the loot. Then bastion chest. Then bastion loot chest. That one's a bit confusing, but I think I could put that together to make a kind of interesting part of the video. Okay, so we talked about the trail runes. The objective today is mostly just to record as much as possible. Then I'll put together and then I'll see what's missing and then we'll come back and record the rest. But also I want to make like an interesting story in the video. So we're starting out by talking about the easiest one to get and we're working way up to the hardest ones. I thought that was kind of an interesting fact that there's 7 times less trail runes than there is bastions. You can kind of find weird stats like that by having it all laid out like this. The next rarest one is rib. Rib is in the fortress, right? Oh, almost like a little pillar there. Oh, there's a fortress right here. Just our luck. I was just about to search for one. Okay, what can we say about the fortress? So I think this is the last one that's in the nether dimension. The next harder one to get is the rib one, which you can find at nether fortresses, which are also very common throughout the nether dimension. Which are also very common throughout the nether dimension. Each one on average provides a little over 5 chests, with each chest having about a 6% chance. With each chest having a 7% chance of getting the rib. With each chest having about a 7% chance of getting the rib smithing template. Of getting the rib armor trim. You would have to get one. To get one, you typically would have to do 3 different nether fortresses. And travel approximately 568 meters. Thanks for following, Fiber. Seed is worth to see. Is it a Java seed? Is it 1.20 seed? Hey, Gain. How do you pronounce the name? Gyern? Another portal is a another portal has perfect everything. Oh, it's like kind of like a speed running. Is there anything else I want to say about the... Rarity total templates for... Kind of want to like add some of these cool facts about these different templates without like specifically just really pointing each of them out. Oh, did I forget to turn creative mode on? Open. Wait. Wait. Did I open a land? Look for terrain you find very big stronghold other culture. Open to land. Oh, so by default it isn't creative. Okay. Spectator, creative? Or maybe it is creative. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. You said this is a cool seed. Ooh. There's a deep dark here, lush caves. I guess we're on a mountain. Ancient city right below spawn. That's cool. Okay, let's go. It's also on a mountain, which is quite large. Very big stronghold. Other queen. Isn't worth. There's a lot more. This isn't worth. There's a lot more. Oh. It's kind of cool. You can see this and it goes straight down. Oh wow! You can pretty much go all the way down the deep dark just from this hole here. Huh. Go to 0, negative. Which way is? Is this the portal thing you talked about? Negative, 512. Okay, turn or something. I do that right? 0. Meow. Pretty big, deep, dark. I don't see the portal thing you talked about. Just nearby structures. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, here it is. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, was it 5 obsidian? I should finish it off. You don't have a flint still, but you do have nice tools. Another? Okay. I guess yeah, 5 is plenty. You only need 3. I would consider this not a very good nether spawn for speedrunners, but I don't know too much because it's so confined unless you know where you're going. Should be pretty close to 0, 0, yeah. Locate bastion. Picture bastion. You sure that's the right one? That's 600 blocks away. Ledger blocks is quite away. And Fortress? Fortress is a bit closer. 200 blocks away. Where is it? Up or down? Yeah. Oh. The closed one. Which I don't know if people would like. Always like looking at interesting seeds. Let's go back into the testing server. Okay, so we recorded the bit about the fortress. Okay, and the next one is the shipwreck, which I think a lot of people think the shipwreck is one of the most common ones. I don't think that one's gonna be too much of a surprise. Shipwreck. Oh, there's also beach shipwreck. There's a shipwreck right here, and I didn't even notice the rail. The little roller coaster actually goes and visits the shipwreck. Okay, got looted. That's funny. I don't know if I actually rode this entire thing or not. Also goes underwater. Don't remember the shipwreck part. Cool. Okay, let's record the shipwreck part. So what's unique about this one? The template chance is pretty high. So it's about 16% chance, which is one of the highest. You got 50%, there's a quarter, 20, 6 seems pretty high. There's another 20%. Okay. How many structures? Okay, there's 22,000. Rarity total. I could say something like there's a similar number of, or you could say I guess you could say shipwrecks are the most common structure in the overworld. That might be kind of a cool fact. Because the other ones are both nether ones. Okay, let's record this. The next hardest one is probably one that you guys thought would be the easiest one. It's probably one that you thought would be the easiest one to get. And that is the shipwrecks coast. And that is the coast. And that is the coast template from shipwrecks, because shipwrecks are the most common structure in the entire overworld. But you would approximately have to walk 676 meters to visit just over 3 of them in order to find to have a solid chance of getting one. You have a solid chance of getting this template. You can't see the managers, but a lot more open than you think. Okay, this looked a lot better before I showed this. I promoted Minecraft Seed here. Yeah, Minecraft, the subreddit Minecraft Seeds. That's kind of a cool place. Once in a while, if I find an interesting seed, I post it over there. Like, I don't put a lot of effort into finding seeds, but if I come across something fascinating. And there's definitely a lot of cool seeds. I think it's a cool idea that people, when they find stuff, they share it. And then there's also people that spend a lot of time using programs to search for really unique seeds. Those are always really jaw-dropping, at least for me. Okay, so we talked about the shipwreck one. Next is the second most common structure. Look at this line here. Right? Yeah. Oh, it's end dimension. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right. Oh, people actually made it look nice here. Locate structure and 1,000 blocks away, right on the edge. Okay, what can we say about the end city? I guess it's the only structure in the end dimension. Next up is a structure that is half as common as the shipwreck, but is the only structure in its dimension. But is the only structure in its dimension. That's right, the end cities, which provide the spire template. What else can we say about this? Have to travel kind of far. Hey Clasher, how goes it? Look at ancient cities or silent trim one. Ooh. Definitely the coolest looking one. Despite it being the only structure in this dimension, there's not too many chests inside these things, and the template chance is also low. So you would have to travel approximately over 1,000. So you'd have to loot about 3 of them, traveling approximately 1,024 meters. Okay, so next up is actually the Ancient City one. It's not the silent one, but it's the Warden one. No luck so far, looted 3 cities, okay. Ancient City. There's end cities and there's also ancient cities. Ooh, this one got griefed by lava. This might have been before they fixed this problem. Can't recall. I feel like that was something that they fixed. Okay, so next is ancient one. Okay, so this is 1,000 some blocks. Also don't want to forget about that High Vendor one, which it's relatively close to the technically the 4th rarest one. Once we get past these, then we can talk about it. No, we have to get past all. What's unique about this one? You're pretty much guaranteed to find one just by looking one structure for the ward one. 5% chance, but there's just so many chests. About 1/10 the rarity of shipwrecks. The next one is one you probably did not expect to see so early on this list. And that is the war template from the ancient city. Despite these cities being 10 times more rare than shipwrecks, they have the outrageous. They have so many chests inside of them that you're almost. They have so many chests inside of them that you're guaranteed. They have so many chests inside of them that you should get one of these templates just by looting one. They have so many chests inside of them that just by looting one template, that just by looting one city, you should get your template. Okay, I think I'll skip talking about the distance one for this one. I think if I talk about every single one, it might come a little bit redundant in the video. So you're going for the silent one. So the silent one says you have to loot about a little over 3 structures. So you're getting close to what we call drop rate. Okay. Might as well do the other silent one while we're at this place. It's not like I'm actually recording any footage. I'm just recording audio, but kind of cool for you guys to see the actual structures in the background. So how far are we on the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of what? 18? No, 16. No, 17. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. What is 12 out of 17? 12 over 17. 70%. They're only less than a quarter. Okay, that can be kind of interesting fact. Let's say something interesting about the silent one while we're here. Three quarters. Did I say quarter? Quarter of the way? Hey, object. Ooh. Trying to think how I should say this. So we're like 70% of the way to the rarest. So I can say something like, you probably didn't expect this one to show up so soon. Or probably better yet is to say, considered one of the rarest ones in the game. They're the rarest one to get. The silent one is actually not that rare. Let's record this. Considered to be the rarest template in the game, the silent one from the ancient city isn't actually that rare. Despite it only having a 1% chance of showing up in an ancient city chest, showing up in these chests, there is just so many chests within an ancient city. You're just bound to find one after traveling. After traveling approximately 2,200 meters and looting about 3 different ones. And looting just over 3 different ones. Okay, so next thing I'll probably do is talk about how it looks really good. We have the world. I can say something, although it might not be the rarest one, it is the coolest looking one. It is the most unique. It is the most unique looking one. Something like that. Hey Totem. Do I still use my foot control? Yes. If I'm doing a lot of moving around in Minecraft, I'll turn it on. Right now I'm just doing quite a bit of recording and not that much moving actually in the game. If I use a foot control, then I can't have my chair lean back. Right now I'm actually rocking in my chair. The chair kind of turns into like a little rocking chair. Kind of cool. But I have to lock my chair in place if I use a foot controller. Okay. Now, although silence might not be the rarest armor trim, it is by far the most... It is definitely the most unique looking one. And then what I'll probably do is record some footage of like maybe like turning FOV down and like walking. Oh, that don't actually look too good. Once you pop through, you can't really see the other one. This is actually kind of cool. Because it's like kind of unexpected. The next one just kind of pops up in your face. Okay, so next we're talking about, I think it's the Ocean Monument one. We'll go back and record this one. I think this is the second most common structure in the overworld. Oh, actually, no, wait. So the trail runes are. Okay, let's go Ocean Monument. If we get this all recorded today, that means hopefully I get this edited, and then by next stream, or Wednesday stream, because Sunday stream is Raised Grid. Hopefully by then, we'll figure out what parts we need to record next. Oh, monument. If anybody found this one on the server. Oh, looks like it's intact. Okay, you guys can hear the noises, right? Alright. Okay, so the third most rare structure, shipwreck, then trail ruins. Yeah. The next rarest template comes from the third most common overworld structure. That is the Ocean Monument. despite it having one of the most highest drop rates at 20%. There's only 3 Elder Guardians per structure. You'd have to travel approximately 1,200 meters to get this trim. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I also, like I said, already recorded a whole bunch of me actually showing each of the different mobs and like each of the different loot tables. But the numbers are wrong back then when I record them. So we'll see. We already recorded the silent one. So the next one is actually the jungle temple. But we're at the, I think we're the top 5 now, right? The final 5. This one and the I one. These 4. Ugh. That'd be 5th place. Okay, let's find that. Template. Jungle. Oh yeah, jungle pyramid. When you teleport, it makes a whooshing noise. I don't know why. It's a little bit odd. You might loot this. Oh, we actually got lucky. Double lucky, wow. Dang! GBG coming in with 5 gifted subs to community. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, GB. Really appreciate that. Also, surpassing our sub goal. Yes! We surpassed 35 subs. Welcome everybody to the Gordy Gain. Thank you so much, GB, for being so generous to come in with all those gifted subs. Let's see who all got one. Okay, so Rick got one. That makes Rick now 9 months worth of sub. Awesome. We also got some new people. Valetium got one. Wolfdat got one. Got 3 months. Bingy also got one. Welcome in. And Poncharon for the 5th one. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are new to the stream, if you guys don't know, you get tons of perks by being a subscriber. Mind, check them all out by clicking that little link there in the chat. It says raise sub perks. Be sure to thank GBG for gifting those out and making us smash our sub goal. Thanks everybody for all the support. It means a lot. Lets me put time into making these videos and researching all this stuff, as it is time consuming. I know the videos on YouTube are short and condensed, but it does take a lot of time to put all that into a video. I'm trying to get also better at making videos, so kind of show you guys the process of it live, which really does help because you guys point out a lot of mistakes I make, and then I can correct those mistakes before I put them into the video. So I appreciate you guys commenting or asking questions about all the different things we are doing. Hopefully we'll see you guys on the sub server. I'll be playing that tomorrow, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, during the Raise Grid Challenge. We're at the final stages of completing. Crazy. Okay. Let's record about the wild. And play what you get from the jungle temple. Up. So you might be wondering, what is more rare than the silence? Than the silence trim? Well, top 5. Well, we are now in the top 5 with number. Well, we are now in the. We are now at the top. We are now in the top 5 rarest trims. And in 5th place is the wild one, which comes from jungle temples. What can we say about the temples? We have to explain why it's rare. So we'll explain it's rare because there's 2 chests. There's only 2 chests per temple, and then the temples are pretty rare themselves. There's only 800 some in a 10 billion squared area. Hey Josen, welcome in. Okay, so I'll say despite it having a high, despite the loot chance. Let's record this. Despite having one of the highest loot chances, 1/3 per chest, there's only 2 chests per temple, and there is half as many temples in the world that there is ancient cities. And there's under half as many temples that there is ancient cities. Needing to walk about 2,400 meters. You get it by visiting 2 of them. Rarest overall, says Lockstock question mark. We're getting there. That's what this whole video is about. We're in the top 5 now. This is where it gets a little bit confusing. So now, the 4th place you could either say it's the stronghold one, which is the I. Or you could say that on multiplayer server, all the I ones probably already took in. Therefore, the next rarest one would be X. Whoa, Bruno coming in with the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How's your stream, Bruno? Thank you so much for coming in. While everybody's joining in the stream, I'm gonna grab some more water. You guys probably have an ad run in front of you. I'll grab some water and then we'll introduce everybody. Welcome in, everybody. How was your guys' stream? What were y'all up to? Welcome in, Bruno. We're currently checking out the rarest armor templates by using a whole bunch of math. If you guys are new to the stream, be sure to hit the follow button and subscribe to me on YouTube. We're getting close to 500,000 subscribers over there. What was Bruno up to? Thanks for bringing community over. Welcome in, Cezanne's here. We also got Jenny. Druga's here. Got Flem. Satin. And Bruno himself. Bruno says, hey, Rays. Have to raid and run, but hope you have a great stream. Well, thanks so much. Bringing community over. We get a shout out for Bruno. Shout out at Bruno. Those of you guys that are my stream, be sure to drop him a follow. You can do that just by clicking that up at the top of the screen. Bruno does Minecraft streams, brings a lot of hype and energy to his streams, which I do not have half as much energy as he does. But I try to bring more kind of helpful tutorials. That's my main thing that I work on. And you can see it through my YouTube videos. If you guys haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, make sure to also subscribe on Bruno. He does YouTube as well. Check him out. Someone let us know what Bruno was up to. Was he doing speedruns or bingo or his hardcore world? Yeah. Welcome everybody. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Razeworks. I've been doing Minecraft for over 14 years. My 14-year anniversary was like a month or two ago. And we are looking at the rarest templates in the game. And it's not the silence one. We did a bit of math here with the spreadsheet. We have all the different templates on the left hand side, what structure you can find them in, what item you need to copy them, the chance of pulling them per loot table inside of a structure, how many of those loot tables you can actually find. Something like the ancient cities have like 26 chests on average, or something like a pillager outpost only has 1, can make a big difference. Chance per structure. It's the chance of you finding a template per structure. This is how many structures you can find in a 10 billion square area. That's pretty accurate when you get up to 10 billion square area in Minecraft. So I think what was it? The most common structure is a fortress, it looks like. Another fortress. And then the rarity, how many templates you can find in that big area. And then how big an area you'd have to search on average to find 1 template of each type. And then how many structures on average you'd have to visit in order to find 1 template. Then how far you'd have to actually walk in a straight line to actually get 1 template. So, hope you guys like math. But yeah, these are actually some really interesting facts. What I'm doing is I'm putting these facts together into a video, and we recorded, the video is going to be about the rarest templates from the easiest to the rarest. So we started the video by talking about the easiest ones, which are down at the bottom here, and we're working our way up. I think we're up to... Did we record this one already? Yeah, we just recorded this one. We just recorded talking about the desert. No, that's not desert. Jungle temple. Yeah, welcome everybody. We're also getting close to 50,000 followers, so if you guys haven't already hit the follow button, go ahead and do that. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get some lovely emotes you guys can use to spam in the chat, and some free points which you can use to purchase stuff. See, Zen says, love your tutorials. Thank you so much. I just put a tutorial out yesterday showing a max XP Enderman farm, block by block tutorial, and explain why we do certain things. Hey, Nada's here. It turns out I slept through all the stream so far. Just opened it up. Hope you had a good nap there. I actually took a nap just before the stream. For some reason I woke up and I just did not feel well. I feel kind of like sickish or like maybe like a cloudy head or slight headache. And I was like, huh, I wonder if I take a nap if I'll feel better. Definitely get more energy, but I still have a slight headache. Droog says, Bruno and his community on his still alive SMP did the dragon fight today. Oh, sweet. Prize fight, super chaos, and very fun. Nice. Panda says, your voice is very soothing. I'm falling asleep. My voice is actually getting a little bit tired because I've been streaming for almost 2 hours talking. Like I talk quite a bit when I record. But thanks for saying my voice is soothing. When I listen to my own voice in my videos, I feel like my voice is not smooth. I feel like it's really cracky and jaggedy. But that's kind of, when you listen to your own voice, it sounds that way. Yeah, welcome everybody. So yeah, pretty much what you can do is you can kind of see how rare different structures are if you use a program like this, but actually Dev used a different program to calculate how common the structures are. But we're currently looking at, we talked about the desert temple. Oh yeah. And then, so the next, we're looking at the top 5 rarest templates right now. We're in the top 5. So number 4 is either the stronghold, the eye template. Technically that one is next if you're like a single player. If you're multiplayer, maybe all your strongholds have been looted already. Thanks for drink up, Zen. So I'm trying to think, the next part of the video, I think we're going to talk about this one. Otherwise, this one has to get talked about at the very end. But most people that play Minecraft play single player, right? So because of that, I think I should answer this as single player. In which case, the I one is in 4th place for the rarest one. We're doing the rarity by how far you have to walk in order to get the template. So that's how we're deciding how rare it is. We looked at all these different numbers and we thought this is the best number to represent. Like how, like when you say something's rare, it's like how far do you have to go to get it kind of thing. Okay, so let's record this one. Let's go to the stronghold. Okay, stronghold. 1,300 blocks. Ooh. Ooh. Got lush caves, and we got a mine shaft. Wow. And then there's the actual stronghold. Actually, the best chance of finding them is in these. Right? Oh. Oh. Mine shaft cuts down. That just happens to line up with this. Is this actually also the entrance of the stronghold? Oh no, this is. This is the entrance. And then you're supposed to go... Sometimes there's a hidden doors here. You go up. You can't really go up, so I guess you have to go down. Okay. Fascinating. So, let's see if we can say something interesting for the video related to Stronghold. It'll be 4th. Let's push record and record this next part. fourth place for the hardest ones in fourth place for the hardest trim to get is actually a bit of a debate. For most players, since the majority of players play single player, over multiplayer, it's probably the I one, which comes from strongholds. Strongholds are a bit unique on this list as they aren't okay, let's look up something on the Wikipedia. Let's see how far out strongholds are actually. I think that'd be a cool fact to add in the video, because they only generate out so far. Wait, where's the picture? Where's the picture? Oh, there it is. Okay. They only generate out how far? How to make this bigger? Full size image. Okay. They only generate out 24,000 blocks. Alright. Because strongholds are a bit special, as they only generate within the first 24,000 blocks. And there's only a set number of 128 of them per any given world. So for single player, in single player, you don't have to compete with other people. You just have to walk out the 2,500 blocks. You just have to walk out the approximately 2,500 blocks. You have the almost guaranteed chance of finding one in your first stronghold. But this becomes debatable this one's debatable because in multiplayer, it's very much the opposite, where some person could purposely loot all 128 of them and have complete monopoly over them. In which case, the I1 would be considered the rarest. Although once that person sold any off, those templates can then just be copied to make infinite amounts for everyone else on the server. And because we're looking at how hard it is just to get the initial one, I wouldn't consider this one the rarest. Okay, I think I'll make a pretty good point in the video. Thanks for everybody hitting the follow button over the stream. Just a little heart underneath the stream. You click it, doesn't cost you anything. Also got these really cool emotes. You guys all get access to some of them for free. Okay, so we talked about the stronghold one. I think in my other video I talked about the actual chances. We'll see. I'm going to try to combine what I'm recording now with a piece I recorded back in the beginning of the year. but the statistics change a little bit. But one of them, the libraries produce a 100% chance of getting one. Okay, so next up is, so that's 4th place, then 3rd place is the Vex one. Mansion. 8,000 some blocks. There should be. This one's old mansion. Quite something when they came out, the mansions. They're just so huge. The surface. I think ancient cities might be bigger. But the underground. Because you could also say like a mine shaft is pretty big. Another fortresses. Yeah, they're also quite large. Thanks for following, Loopy. Okay, so let's talk about the mansion. Okay, what should we say about the mansion? The mansion has some pretty good stats. Each chest has a 50% chance of getting a template. It only has actually about 7 chests on average, which isn't that much. The next one comes from the rarest structure of all. Even more rare than a stronghold for typical players. And that is a woodland mansion. Despite each chest having 50% chance of giving you the Vex template, there's only about 6 chests per one of these big structures. But it's the initial walking 2,800 blocks to find the structure, which makes it in 3rd place. Which makes it 3rd place. Okay, so we talked about the woodland mansion. Some kind of cool stats about that. You only have to actually search 1/3 of a woodland mansion in order to find. You have to search 1/3 of the chests in a woodland mansion in order to have pretty much 100% chance of finding a template. Okay, so the next is the desert pyramid. Thanks everybody contributing to the community challenge. I'm gonna be updating my auto dragon farm. Okay, let's record this one. The second rarest template of all of them is the Dune one from the Desert Pyramid. This is because these pyramids are the third rarest structure of all. And they only have 4 chests inside them. With a relatively low chance of pulling the trim. To get one, you would have to loot about 2 of them and travel approximately 3,000 blocks. And travel approximately 3,000 meters. Okay, that means the rarest one is the Pillager Outpost one. I don't think many people expected that one. Oh, this one's on a meadow? Oh, Savannah. What's the... Oh, I guess you can't see it in... You can't see it in, multiplayer. You can't see how mountainous the area is. F3. Oh, that's a bummer. That's pretty mountainous. Because that's sea level over there. So, century? Century? Is it just like saying like century of 100 years? I think it's pronounced the same way. Century? Century? Okay, let's record this. The rarest armor trim that you can get the rarest armor trim that you can get in all of Minecraft. The rarest armor trim of all. The rarest armor trim in Minecraft is the Century from the Pillager Outpost. Despite these structures being twice as common as desert pyramids, they only have a single chest in them. They only ever have a single chest where they only ever have a single chest. So you'd have to travel approximately 3,200 blocks. You'd have to travel approximately 2,300 meters and search for these just to get one template. just to get your first template. Woo! I wonder how long the video is going to be. I try to keep my videos around 10 to 20 minutes. The video that's kind of fast paced like this, I'd probably like it to be more around 10 minutes. So we'll see. What I'll probably do is I got the majority of it like recorded, and then we'll add in images like me flying around the different structures, and then these different like numbers and stuff. I'll put these on screen rather than just showing this spreadsheet here. This is kind of boring. It'd be much more interesting if like some of these numbers popped up, but as more interesting form, like this is actually 25% here, but it looks like a weird, you know, 0.250. So I think the video could be actually pretty fascinating video. I think people enjoy it. But we did actually go through every single one and recorded it. It's awesome, because that means I can send this to my editor and oh, okay. Yeah, it's only what, 700 megabytes worth of footage because I'm not moving the screen. That's actually relatively low file size. That's sweet. We got that all recorded. I'll get that sent off. That video, hopefully I get that video completed by next Friday. Tomorrow is Sunday, where we'll be playing Raised Grid live. We're doing a Minecraft challenge, playing a normal Minecraft world with 99% of the blocks removed. See if we can complete all advancements, mobs, and items. That'll be for Raised Grid. There's also a series on my YouTube channel, and I will be putting up a new episode hopefully tomorrow. I work on it today. I never noticed these logs weren't even. But these are the ones that also have the Vex, not the Vex, that lays in them. Still haven't fixed this. Still haven't fixed this little crazy fence thing. It only appears on some of them. Century one is the rarest. If you guys haven't already checked out all my socials, they're there in the chat and also on screen. We'll find somebody to raid. So stick around, guys, so all you guys can join in the raid. We'll be doing that very shortly. So be around for that. There's all my socials. Make sure you guys sub to me on YouTube, have the bell notification turned on. I do videos about snapshot reviews, also design simple and complex farms and machines, and show tons of cool tricks that I come across. Recently I showed a trick about how you get infinite bedrock in Survival 1.20, how you can make the fastest item farm there as well. So check out that video if you're curious. And we should be starting up the next version of Minecraft. So probably gonna look at 1.20.1, or we're gonna look at 1.20.2 or 1.20.21. Oh, that's so confusing to say. Who can we raid? Somebody playing Minecraft. How about we raid Linksy? We haven't raided Linksy in a while. If we get all you guys to join in the raid for Linksy. If you guys know who he is a chill streamer doing hardcore Minecraft. He has a really old world with almost 30,000 Minecraft days in it. where he does big projects. And he built quite a few different my farms. And we'll see how he is handling 1.20. Staying alive, looks like he is. As always, when we do these raids, please everybody copy this raid message you see in the chat. The play on words, my name being Ray, and us doing a Twitch raid. Also throw in some lovely emotes to bring some hype to his stream. Got a bunch of different ones, or you can use the Twitch default ones, which they also have some raid ones. Thanks guys so much for joining. Hopefully all you guys clicked all my social links. Follow me here as well as sub to my YouTube, because we will be doing tons of stuff in Minecraft. I've been playing for 14 years. Haven't got burnt out or bored, so you could tell I'll be doing a lot more cool stuff in the future. Let's see what links these are all up to. Looks like